It's so good to be back here in South Carolina.
Home of the Gamecocks.
Nice feed. Wow. Another fantastic flush by Bryant. Dunked it right on his head.
Look at the ball movement for Carolina. Gosh, that's pretty.
South Carolina leads. Here come the Gamecocks in Columbia, South Carolina.
Hi again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Gamecock Insider. I'm your host, Derek Scott. We're coming to you from Founders Park this week, and we've got some Carolina baseball to get into a little later on in the show as the Gamecocks broke out their brooms against the 5th-ranked Florida Gators last weekend. We'll have highlights from that series. Got a lot of other sports to cover on the show this week as well, including men's tennis as well as football. Of course, women's basketball is going to be front and center for us here in a few moments as well. And lots of other things to cover, including track and field, making its way into the Gamecock Insider lineup this week as well. We begin things with a quick check of the Prisma Health injury update. On the Gamecock baseball front, Colin Burgess, who you'll hear more about a little later on in the program this week, is battling a bruised kneecap. So he sat out the midweek game, is expected to be back in the lineup this weekend against the Georgia Bulldogs. And also Andrew Eister, who is one of the weekend heroes against the Gators, has a bit of a sore foot that he is playing through. Hopefully going to get both of those guys back to 100% as they continue to play for Mark Kingston's team. That is all brought to you by our friends at Prisma Health. They, of course, are the official team physicians of the Gamecocks. Now to women's basketball. South Carolina has been in San Antonio for a while, but that's a good thing because that means they're winning and advancing. Most recently, a run through the Sweet 16 and the Elite 8. Victories, decisive wins, in fact, over Georgia Tech and the Texas Longhorns. We were there with our cameras for all of it. Let's take a look back at a great run in San Antonio.
At the Final Four.
Our goal's still ahead of us, so let's take control of it.
Let's go, baby. Y'all, let's go, let's go. Slide on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Pitch immediately runs with it, goes to the left, and the flip up and in. Boston drops it off for Henderson. Boston, nice spin to the left side. And here comes Cook. Wide open me here and a blown assignment. Getting back. Zion Cooks. And the steal. Sexton having himself a night. Henderson hits the 3. And a dominant performance for the Gamecocks.
I told you we was going to see y'all in the Final Four.
And they are headed back to the Final Four for the 3rd time, seeking a 2nd national championship.
And our fans, I know y'all believe. Thank you all. Thank you for sticking with us.
So Dawn Staley on to her 3rd Final Four as coach of the Gamecocks. Of course, we will recap on next week's show how everything turned out from that point forward. So make sure to tune in for that. Best of luck to Coach Staley and her crew as they go for a 2nd national championship. More of Gamecock Insider coming up in just a moment from Learfield IMG College.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
And when the unexpected happens to you, there's Colonial Life. Benefits that help cover what your regular insurance doesn't.
This is James.
Jimmy! Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy!
James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Yeah!
Oh! You good, Jimmy?
The 2021 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Get 0% APR for 48 months on a new 2021 RAV4 and 90-day payment deferral. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back to Gamecock Insider, everybody. Let's talk some Carolina men's tennis, as Josh Goffey's team is currently ranked number 10 in the nation, and they feature the number 1 ranked player, according to ITA, in the country in singles play. That is Daniel Rodriguez. Most recently, the final home match of the regular season at the Carolina Tennis Center, they were taking on the Arkansas Razorbacks, and talk about putting an exclamation point to the home schedule. That's exactly what the Gamecocks did with a clean sweep, 7-0. Let's look at the highlights. Gamecocks are on the road wrapping up the regular season this weekend against Kentucky and Vanderbilt before postseason play gets started. You can continue to follow along with that team's progress this spring here on the Gamecock Insider. Speaking of which, when we come back with more, we're talking Carolina baseball here at Founders Park. We'll find a broom around here somewhere and tell you about Gamecocks' big wins over the Florida Gators. That's next here on the Gamecock Insider from Learfield IMG College.
have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
This is James.
Jimmy!
Mom, Dad, this is James.
Jimmy!
James? James Harrison from Roosevelt High?
Jimmy! Jimmy! Oh!
You good, Jimmy?
The 2021 Toyota RAV4.
Jimmy!
The RAV for all of you. Lease a new 2021 RAV4 LE for $249 a month for 36 months. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm so done with this.
Bank fees?
No, I'm looking for love.
Oh, you'll love Founders Federal Credit Union. I get 24/7 access. I can pay bills, send money with Founders Pay, mobile deposits, free checking, and I earn more with Loyalty Select. And Founders has awesome low rates on loans for basically anything.
Relax. Everyone knows that Founders is better than the bank.
Exactly. It's love calling.
The benefits of the big banks, the service and low rates of Founders. See if membership is right for you. Relax. You're with Founders.
We welcome you back into Gamecock Insider, everybody. I'm Derek Scott. When we arrive here at Founders Park, you know we have to talk some Gamecock baseball. Carolina is on quite a roll. Big part of that was a weekend sweep over the Florida Gators, who began the season as preseason #1 team in the nation. They were still ranked number 5 in the country when they rolled into Founders Park last Friday. And it's interesting to note that since this ballpark opened in 2009, South Carolina had never won a series here against the Gators. Pretty amazing stats. So Mark Kingston's crew set out to change all that last weekend, and boy, did they get that done in a very impressive fashion with a complete sweep of the Gators. First time that has happened since 2006. It started off with a crazy 14-inning affair. Lots of highlights to go around from that one, as well as the other 2 victories. So settle in and enjoy.
Ground ball hit hard, past the diving second baseman Halmer. That's an RBI single for Heinrich. Eister will throw on the brakes at second. Here comes the 2-2 from far. Strike 3 called, outside corner fastball. 2. Line to right, into the corner, that is down. That'll be extra bases.
Who would you call? That ball was absolutely really hard. What a catch! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness gracious! Brady Allen.
Hits it hard and well into the gap in right center. That's going to get down. It is cut off by the right fielder. He bats it away. They're going to send Heinrich. He's going to score. It's a walk-off. Colin Burgess does it. Line to the 0-2. Fastball, strike 3 called, locked him up. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And Brandon Jordan.
There's a high drive to right field. That ball's tagged. That ball's tagged. That ball is out of here. How about West Clark going the opposite field blast up on the...
center field. Thompson hit that one a ton. Allen back to the warning track, leaps and makes the catch.
We did it again.
And you can put Spurs on this one. Wes Clark lifts the fly ball to right. The wind is blowing. It's taking it to the wall, and it is out of here. I think you're good luck.
I was going to say, I feel like that was because of me, right?
Wes Clark for the second home run in as many days, the opposite field.
For anyone to make it Founders.
Eister hits another fly ball to right. Will the wind carry this one out of here? It's at the wall, and it also sneaks over the fence. 2-0 lifted to where else? Right center field, and so it's carrying and back at the wall and leaping and watching it sail into the bullpen is Fabian, another opposite field home run.
So Carolina takes a 6-game winning streak on the road this weekend against the Georgia Bulldogs. We'll continue to track their season throughout this spring here on Gamecock Insider. Lots more to get into when we come back, so stay with us.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
People have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
So very Sansbury. It's not just about style and vision. It's about passion. Our passion to make sure that you have the perfect glasses or contact lenses for your look. You know, it's just so very Sansbury. With so many choices and options available, we want to make sure your eyewear looks great and feels great. That's so very Sansbury. So very Sansbury Eye Center.
Good hard work has earned Megan Davies the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the women's tennis team, Davies is a senior advertising major with a 3.726 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
That's your Sansbury Did You See That Play as South Carolina celebrates another trip to the Final Four, the Elite Eight domination of the Texas Longhorns. who did not score a single solitary point in the fourth quarter. Turning our attention to our Terminix Pest Player of the Week, we'll go a little baseball here. Colin Burgess is Carolina's catcher. Not only did he catch all 3 games against the Florida Gators as Carolina swept Florida, he also came through with the game-winning hit on Friday night in the 14th inning, and he hit a home run on Sunday, all while playing on a bulky knee. So congratulations to Colin. Appreciate him gutting it out and helping Carolina get their SEC season up and rolling. Carolina track was at home this past weekend. It's the Weems-Baskin Invitational. Of course, that's a name that is synonymous with Carolina track and field. So is that of Curtis Fry, the head coach, who had his troops ready to roll.
Absolute Total Care. One plan, always covered. Learn more at absolutetotalcare.com.
Today tastes like a home game, like a huddle. Tastes like we're bringing the heat, and like a front row seat. Today tastes like we're a team, and it never tasted this good.
If this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your time to buy. During the Built for Spring sales event, get great deals and great offers on the legendary workhorse Ford F-150 and the adventure-ready Ford Ranger. Make the most of your spring in a new Ford, America's best-selling brand. Hurry, it's the Built for Spring sales event. Now, get a 2020 F-150 with up to $10,531 in total savings. Only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
People have the power to make a lasting impact through acts of kindness, compassion, and strength. They inspire us to innovate and educate, to do more than we ever thought possible, to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, inspired by you.
Farm Bureau Insurance is giving you a chance to win 2 tickets to an upcoming home women's basketball game. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to win. Everyone that registers will be entered for the chance to win the grand prize, an autographed ball from Coach Don Staley. Register to win at usccontest.com. That's usccontest.com.
Gamecock Insider is brought to you by Prisma Health, the official healthcare provider of the Gamecocks, and Home Team Barbecue, the new location for Carolina Calls.
Back to wrap things up on Gamecock Insider. Before we do, we're going to step over to some Carolina football coverage because we've got one of the newest members of the staff mic'd up. His name is Justin Stepp. You may know him as a Pillion native, a South Carolinian who is so happy to be back in his hometown, his home state, and a part of this Gamecock program that he grew up loving.
Like the last 10 to 15 minutes before practice starts, I feel like I'm like a chicken with my head. I have no idea what I'm doing. You just get so daggum excited, man. used to have the same feeling as a player. As a player, you get to go out there and play. I'm still learning where Sat was going down, I wouldn't even know the first place to go. Like, how do they get down from there? Like, how do they get outside? Come a long way since Orchard Park Elementary School. I was trying to survive first period PE class. Golly, whistle got me. Let's go, baby! Godzilla. Here we go. Let's go, boys. Good day. Good day, DBs. Not too good, but a good day. Let's have a good day, man.
Let's do it.
Right? Another chance to get better. Remember, you get better, you get worse. You don't stay the same. Hey, you get better, you get worse out here, right? Don't stay the same. Have fun, man. Hey, relax and play today. You know what I mean? Concentrate, be attention to detail, you'll be good. You know what I mean? When in doubt, just play fast. Go somewhere as fast as you can. I love it. I love it. Let that thing ride. Let that thing ride. That's in the end zone. Good job, 2-4. Good job. That's why we want to start on the goal line so we know where we are. Man, golly, bro. It's period 2. I don't know if I'm ready for it yet. Gracious. God, I hurt. Hey, even in the game, don't even worry about catching it. The last thing I want you is to be waving fair catch it, hit your chest and roll out, right? Just let it roll. Good.
Yeah, there you go. Be strong with it.
Come on. I'm going to get this one. Good. Step on me. Step on me. Yeah, you're going to hurt me. You're going to hurt me. And Rico busted my lip. You believe?
Yeah, a little bit right here, yeah.
It's gonna ruin my modeling career I got after this. Elbows in, thumbs up. I'm gonna be right. Damn, Rico, you got some long arms. I'm gonna be right here. When I blow the whistle, you're gonna shoot your hands and shoot your hips. Right here. Good, stay square. I'm in a good power position, right? Rico's gonna have his hands on my shoulders, right? Because all Rico's worried about if he's playing DB is finding the ball. He's just trying to sling me one way or the other. Does that make sense? If I get Rico turned, still block me, all you're gonna get is holding calls.
One last thing to get to before we wrap things up here on the program. It is our Toyota keys to the game. We're going to talk some Gamecock baseball since we are, in fact, here at Founders Park. Carolina will be back home next weekend against the Missouri Tigers. And, after starting the season against the likes of Texas, which is now in the top 5, and Vanderbilt, which is number 1, and, of course, Florida, that was preseason number 1. A little bit of maybe a little easier stretch of schedule, but, boy, for the Gamecocks, they have to keep their foot on the gas pedal, stay focused, because, of course, in the SEC, you never really get a weekend off. So stay focused. That's your key to the game for the Carolina baseball team, and that is brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. And that will indeed wrap things up for us this week on the program. My name is Derek Scott. We thank you so much for joining us. We'll talk to you again next week here on the Gamecock Insider.
This has been a presentation from Learfield IMG College.